Do you believe, Sneeko, that today a lot of influencers are accepting Islam because it's an antidote to degeneracy? And they seem that liberalism is not the answer, blue pill is not the answer, feminism is not the answer. And because these things are not the answer, I'm just gonna go to the opposite of falsehood, which is Islam, the truth. But it's almost because Islam is anti-feminism and anti-liberalism and anti-matrix that I'm gonna accept it, not because I actually believe it to be the truth. Do you find any truth to this with a lot of influences today?
Of course, but I don't think that that means that they're doing it just because it's trendy.
Mm,
Because I think that's more proof of I think that's more proof of the Quran and how it stood the test of
mhm,
time. Because if people are realizing all the lies and they're gravitating towards something that is completely against that, there must be that they're finding their way to the truth.
mhm.
And
Beautiful, man.
I see talk from Muslims all the time saying that influencers are using this for credibility. I don't who I guess like you could say me. Who else is like really Tristan and Andrew? There's all these influencers. I don't see him. Who? I don't know who's like reverting on that level.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
Mm,
I think I don't think someone would accept Islam for clout. Maybe there are some people that look into Islam for clout, whatever, but anyone who accepts Islam, they're stepping into the line of fire. You think Andrew Tate was heavily scrutinized for accepting Islam. You're being heavily scrutinized by some Christians for accepting Islam. It's not like a popular thing to do. Maybe it'll get you, a few views for a day or so, but it's not like it's a whole life commitment. And what I've seen from Shooter and what I've seen online from Andrew, what I can even see from you, is that you guys are very genuine and sincere. And by the way, any Muslim who comes and says, "Oh, they're doing it for clout," that's not how a Muslim behaves. There's a very clear hadith of the Prophet, peace be upon him. So I'm going to share because it's actually crazy. One man was fighting a battle, literally fighting a war, and he's coming at a man with a sword, and the man basically says, "I testified that there's one God worthy of worship and that the Prophet Muhammad is his messenger." He accepted Islam on the spot. And the Muslim at the time, during that battle, he killed the guy. Then he went and told the Prophet what happened. And he's like, the Prophet said to him, he's like, "Did you kill him after he accepted Islam?" And he's like, "Yeah, but he just did it so I wouldn't kill him. He did it because he was scared I had a sword." And the Prophet said, "Did you cut open his heart and see what was inside of it?" That is the degree of love that we should have for people that accept Islam. We shouldn't be going this weird garbage speculation. Oh, he's doing it for views and this and that. Do you honestly wish to push someone further away from Islam, even if someone did accept Islam for views or whatever? That's
mm.
okay, no problem. Because now that they say they're a Muslim, if anything, they're gonna look into Islam and find the truth in it
Mhm.
regardless.
And
I
there's
think
many benefits, bro. It's multifaceted. Like if they accept, well, number one, if they accept Islam today for dunya, like just the world or cloud or trend or whatever, iman, right? Their proper strong faith might actually enter their heart tomorrow, and it's okay. And if they're an influencer, it's in and of itself that they're looking into Islam or becoming Muslim. Even if, let's say, God forbid, they're not sincere with it, then hundreds of thousands of more people are gonna look into Islam now because they put Islam on that platform that they have.
I think it's good that you have a lot of Muslims criticizing and being protective of their religion because it makes you want to be better. I've seen a lot of angry women with hijabs on Twitter in their profile picture, and they're very upset, and they're saying things like Sneako's a degenerate, blah blah blah. I think it's necessary for that to happen, and I think it's just part of the process because you see that, and then you're able to criticize and self-analyze and just want to be better in reaction to that, and to not and to be able to be bigger than that criticism. I don't think it's a bad thing. That's why I'm not really offended by it, or I don't really take a problem with that. And I think ultimately, if you embrace any religion, then you know it true to your heart. So look, whatever you see online, that's one thing. But I mean, it's really at that point, it's just between you and God. That's the only who really knows your true intentions. And anyone else speculating, that's not really your business, nor can you do anything about that.
Yeah, yeah, 100%, 100%. I think that's a great point. It only really becomes a problem when somebody is they're not strong enough to deal with it. You know what I mean? As soon as they feel like ostracized a little bit, they'll kind of run the other direction. So I could see that 100%.